He's going to be able to work his way up. Oh, you took the hat off, huh? Serious business.
No, I actually see this as a more casual meeting.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, so what's on your guys' mind? What'd you guys think of the ranking structure, introduction, shit like that? What'd you guys
sure
think?
You also wanted this little meeting.
Yeah. I mean, I want us to stay incommunicado for sure.
So, I mean, obviously, it's a little different for us because we kind of have to go through Bob for some things, but we are going to be planning on making Ripley a lieutenant, and then the supervisors he picks under himself, or the shift supervisors for AU, we're thinking, regardless of the departments, they should be sergeants. Do you agree with that to match the shift supervisors that are here now?
No, I don't agree with that.
No.
I think it's a complete ranking rebuild. We got to show pathways for people to get the way to where they want to be. Even people like even Columbo, even Columbo for me is probably going to be getting dropped to senior. You know, and like the only person who I'm keeping, who I might keep at sergeant level or get some other type of position for is Triple. But
I'm not saying keep the sergeants for there. I'm saying a shift supervisor is equivalent to sergeant, while watch commander is equivalent to lieutenant.
Yes, watch commanders. I mean, yeah, I mean, making Ripley a lieutenant's a fucking no-brainer, right?
Right, but whatever he wants to supervise.
Well, you guys have, you guys. It seems like you guys are gonna have openings for lieutenants as well within your ranks. You know what I mean?
We're gonna have.
Yeah, I mean, we're probably at the clear. I mean, I don't think Bob would have an issue with it, but it's probably gonna be Ripley and Toretti to lieutenant.
We're gonna have more sergeant openings than anything else from the watch commanders.
Yeah. So here's the way I'm doing it is that the sergeant positions, the corporal positions, and the senior deputy positions are up for people, you know, working towards, and we're going to try and flush out the ranks within the next. I'm anticipating a couple weeks, maybe even a month, and then we'll have the whole ranking structure will be concrete, and then also I'll probably have. Once I get an undersheriff, I'll have another captain position open. And then depending on what Cornwood wants to do, I might get Cornwood like a special position like major or something, and I might have 2 captain positions open. So
the other idea I was floating, and so I haven't pitched this to Vine yet, but currently on the roster, we have a captain of patrol. I mean, I would just be in favor of nixing that because with the increased high command presence, essentially there should always be a captain around to watch over.
Captain of patrol has kind of become useless.
Just flat cap. That would be like us having lieutenant and first lieutenant. It just doesn't make sense.
So just acts that rank, captain of patrol. You good with that?
Yeah, essentially. So here's how it is in the BCSO: sheriff, undersheriff, captains, lieutenants. Sergeants, corporals,
I guess
seniors.
As long as we're on the same page with acting captain, because that means only one of us, one LSPD or BCSO, will be in charge of all watch commanders. It just shouldn't be like that right now.
Okay.
So we just axe captain of patrol.
Yeah. Captain of patrol is gone. We don't need that position.
Yeah. Okay. Perfect.
We also had Bob reflect the sheet for now to have you as sheriff, him as chief, your 2 captains, and us on there. And then obviously whenever the undersheriff and ash chief position gets filled, it can mark it under there.
Bingo. So there's gonna be a lot of positions open up. I hope that if you guys, so here's the thing. I hope that if you guys see what we're doing, that I think almost copying what I'm doing is going to be for the best.
I think the only one that I feel like is 100% unnecessary is corporal for now.
No,
I agree with pretty much everything but corporal.
So here's the thing. I believe there's, like senior in the past.
Also keep in mind though, we also have less bodies than you. And I just feel like a corporal is just not really a necessity.
Well, that's why
were you saying though that you want sergeant out of?
We're gonna have. So that's the thing over at BCSO. We're gonna have a lot more deputies and senior deputies than you guys. We need to have that other flushed out rank. For trust me when I say maybe you guys don't feel like you need corporals in LSPD, and that's fucking fine. But BCSO definitely needs corporals for the sheer number of people that we have.
So is a sergeant role still gonna be command?
That's what I'm saying. Is a sergeant role command?
No, lieutenant's command.
Okay, lieutenant, so if there is a BCSO shift supervisor, basically, you're saying that wouldn't be command for you guys?
A BCSO shift supervisor? I mean, all my BCSO shift supervisors are lieutenants.
No, you're getting the two confused. There's a shift supervisor and there's watch commander.
Well, so who are currently the shift supervisors of
So
the?
just
like,
as an example for shift 2.
Toretti, yeah. For example, for example, shift 1, you've got Watch Commander Rhodes with his 2 shift supervisor sergeants,
And who are they?
Tribble and Colombo.
Yeah,
Just
they're
like how the other lieutenant,
they're
the
not
other watch
recognized. They're not
commanders-
recognized as command by the new thing that we're going. They're not recognized as command.
Okay, and just like other watch commanders, obviously would recommend for shift supervisors. I would say, I mean, obviously, if you want to make changes, you can feel free to make your changes. I would say, especially if you're gonna have a, deputy, senior deputy, and corporal. I mean, I feel like it would be okay with you guys having command sergeants, especially if an extra corporal.
Yeah,
for
I'm just
non-
curious.
So
what
here's
your
the thing:
thought
it comes down
process
for
is.
for
Yeah.
corporal, it really comes down to how many active people we have within the BCSO, right? If
Yeah.
if it's a sheer number like 8 to 10, corporal's not necessary. But if we're pushing like 10 to 15, I think corporals are necessary, and it gives people kind of like a thing to work towards.
But I'm just wondering, why do you have 4 lower ranks being essentially the rank and file up to sergeant, only 1 rank, which is the lieutenant, being command, and then captain and up being high command?
Well, I mean,
yeah, that part.
it's
That's
just
the
more
part that
for
doesn't
people
make
to
too
work
much sense.
towards.
No, I get that. But I'm just saying, like,
We got to keep command tight and fucking high command tight. Otherwise, we'll never get fucking shit done. The rest of the ranks
I
is for
agree,
people to
but
work
I'll
towards.
be real. I mean, obviously, like, I mean, I get. See, that is. I will say that is the one argument for corporal having its very big perks, right? If you don't want somebody to command, but you want them in a commanding presence, you put them to corporal, and then, like, let's say.
Oh,
Rhodes
so what
really
you're
wants
basically
to
saying, so widen the. So, like, here's the thing in BCSO, I'm planning on, like, 6 sergeants. I'm not trying to introduce 6 more people to command when we already have our command and high command ranks flushed out. We already got, like, what, 10 fucking people in command and command and high command. More than that.
Here's the reason why I would be against having sergeants not in a command role. Let's say that the watch commander is not around for whatever day. It's their off day. They got something else going back on at home, whatever. Then it could be a little hit and miss on if information can filter down from us through the command ranks or the command channel for announcements.
That's what they're
for. What, the watch? I agree that's what they're for, but I'm saying, what if the watch commanders aren't around on a particular day? I'm saying
Well, then-
information is going to get lost.
Well, I mean, hopefully someone can fill in the
Well, the
gaps. I mean,
other
hopefully
thing that
someone's around
becomes
to
an
take
issue-
lead in charge. You know what I mean?
Well, the other thing that becomes an issue is, can a sergeant still sign warrants in Blaine County?
No. Sergeants in Blaine
Great
County cannot
warrants.
sign warrants. That's on lieutenants now.
Okay.
I mean, I don't have a problem with sergeants being command at some point, but I'd rather start them off as not command until we see exactly just how many officers we're working with. We don't want to have too many
Fair enough.
cooks in the fucking kitchen, especially at high command.
Okay, so then the next thing that was on my mind is strike points in general. I think we should go with the old method of anyone from Command Plus, regardless of their department, can give out strike points. But if someone feels that they've been egregiously wronged because of like interdepartmental bullshit, let's call it,
Yeah, like
they could
politics,
appeal to the high
department
command
politics.
of their department, and they have the authority to remove those strike points.
Bingo. I mean, there can be, what we can do is we can have a strike points kind of like almost like bench trial kind of thing, like a hearing. We can have strike point hearings if people feel, and then they can argue that shit out.
Okay, and then yeah, that makes sense. And
Sorry,
then
just checking the heli. Have a
no,
good
you're
one.
good. And then I think, just on principle, I don't think like Bob should be striking your captains and vice versa. Like high command shouldn't be striking each other's
High command can't
basically.
strike high command, but I mean,
Yeah.
we do need to be able to strike each other's subordinates just in case. I mean, people.
No, I agree. I just didn't want a situation where Bob is trying to strike your captain.
No, if he's gonna strike my captain, that's on me. He comes to me about that shit, and we have a
Exactly,
talk
yeah.
about it. Just like I would come to him
Okay.
if I wanted to strike you guys.
Okay, sounds like we're in agreement there. Then, I mean, Divine, do you have anything, I guess, to add on that? Or are you okay with that system?
I mean, cool with it.
Okay, and then next is departmental autonomy, let's call it. So Toretti is probably going to be moved up to lieutenant to be matched with Angel. We were kind of playing on to begin with. The only thing that Toretti had a concern with is did you hire someone without telling like him or Angel with this parking attendant Parker or something?
I just did that to fuck with the current parking attendant. Fuck that guy.
Oh, okay. So he's not like on our roster. Or
no, I just
anything.
said he's hired. Fuck with this. You know, fuck this guy. He has rank over. He has superiority.
Yeah.
to him.
Okay. That's fine.
Wasn't
yeah,
like it was an
Trey's
official
saying-
hire.
Yeah. Trey just didn't want official hires being added on him because that's like.
Look,
their
here's the thing.
kinda
We
like
don't
thing.
want to complicate things. Ranks are important, but it gives people something to work towards. There's no need. You guys are looking a little too deep into things in the beginning. Everything is going to blossom out, hopefully in the right way. And if things don't, then all we just got to do is just demote a few people and remove a rank or two, or a rank or something, and bam, everything will be pretty much the way it was, just with lieutenants
Yeah.
in place of sergeants.
Okay. The only other thing on my radar personally, and this is not like a tomorrow thing, this is probably a next week thing. I just want you to be made aware is Owen for a while has been trying to get a tactical division spun up. He even submitted a proposal to Metzger quite a while back. Would you have any problems? I don't know where Owen's going to end up departmental wise, but regardless, would you be fine with Owen being a sergeant or eventually lieutenant of a tactical division? Spinning up
All right, that's your guys' thing. You know what I mean? That's on you guys in LSPD. But I know something like a tactical division probably would be best if it was joint. So like
Well, that's
Wrangler
what I'm
and
saying.
Svensson working together for a joint tactical
Well, that's what I'm
division.
saying. So like obviously P and T, they have full autonomy over their stuff, right? We're not gonna butt in on their shit. You're not gonna butt on their shit. We're letting
No.
them, run their department.
Exactly. They can run the things how they want to run.
And,
So
and they're co-leads, so they can run it together. I mean, just like I'm running MCD, nobody's fucking butting in on me. I'm just running MCD now.
yeah.
So if there's a tactical unit that gets appointed, we can figure out the logistics of it, and they can just run it their way.
Yeah, perfect. Look, we're all on the same page, everything. Look, I feel like a lot of people are probably thinking too many ranks or some dumb shit, right? But here's the thing. We're going to have a lot more cops on duty. We really need to give people something to work towards, and we really need to keep morale high. What keeps morale high? What keeps people coming around? Promotion. The fact that they can work towards shit, right? It's that simple. I mean, if some people want to come around as be a beat cop, that's fine. But, I mean, they still can pave the way for themselves to move up the ladder even without intentionally wanting to. Good cops get recognized, bad cops get demoted. It's going to be a cycle, And then it either works out or it doesn't. I mean, it's not too hard to just say, hey, this is the ranking structure for right now. But we can always just backpedal it. You know what I mean? It's not that big of a deal. It's literally... Now, here's the thing. If people do start fighting and arguing about ranks, you just strike those motherfuckers and demote them. It's that simple. And if that means they don't want to come on duty anymore, then fuck them. That's on them. People are going to try and leverage shit and say, blah, blah, I've been around for X. I've done X. What matters now is what they're doing now. The past doesn't matter. It's what happens now moving forward. Right? It's the only way things are going to work. We can't judge people by their past, whether it's good or fucking bad. You got to allow them to fucking take care of... to either A, reinvent the fucking wheel, or B, be a cop that they actually want to be because they realize that this is their fucking time. This is their shot. And then as far as, I don't believe we should have a lot of command role people. The way I look at it is lieutenants are going to have a few sergeants. A few sergeants should have people under them, whether that be seniors or corporals. And then bam, that's the ranking structure. It's not that complicated. It's literally nothing. It's literally not that complicated. Essentially, it's one extra rank. That's it.
I mean, yeah. I mean, there's also like obviously changes that come with those ranks, but yes.
There is, and
I mean,
that's something that we're going to have to discuss about is what these guys' responsibilities are coming to those positions. Hence why we're not
at least I can't
raising anyone up
speak
now.
For Bob, but I don't think he's planning on taking command away from Sergeant.
All right, well, you see
But
how
we're not
weird
gonna have a corporal role, so.
I mean, you guys can do whatever you fuckers want in LSPD, but what I'm just saying is that it's better if we're on the same page. And we got to have what roles are going to be.
I'm
That's
saying
why
us meeting in the middle, because I don't think Bob wants to step away from a command sergeant role.
Yeah, see, the thing is, I need to do corporals because I have just more guys. I have more.
Yeah,
I have more
exactly,
fucking
and I get
people.
that. So I'm saying like, I can try to get Bob's ear because he said he couldn't come around this early.
Neo, thanks for the 4 months. Yeah, he tells me that a lot. I hear that from Bob a lot. That motherfucker struggles to get out of bed before 2 fucking p.m.
Yeah, I know. So, I mean, I'll be real. I literally think I mean, it's up to you. You can think on it, or you could just shut it down immediately.
We have more active guys to dually up.
But I mean, honestly, I don't. If you have sergeants as command, it's literally what will balance us out completely. Because it's gonna be weird if we have a sergeant with an LSPD as a command member, then a sergeant in Blaine County that isn't command, right?
Exactly, but I mean, how you guys operate in LSPD, we're not going to
No,
tell
of
you.
course. I'm just saying, but if we want to be on the same page, that's the only thing I would be like, hey, let's meet in the middle here. You know what I mean?
It sounds
Yeah,
like you
we
guys
don't
have
need
plenty
corporal
of
because we got
lieutenant
less
positions.
people.
You know what I mean? You guys have
Yeah,
plenty.
because that's what I'm saying. We don't need a corporal position, so obviously you need a corporal position. So the only thing that would be different is we have command sergeants. You wouldn't have command sergeants. So I mean, we could try to be on the same page there.
What we're just
But
going to
that's about
do
it.
is, so here's the thing. Right now, it's just kind of like getting people to, you know,
No,
be ready.
I get that. I'm
And then
just saying,
we
you said you want us
decide,
to be on the same page. That's the only
me,
thing I was gonna say.
Bob, Wrangler, you guys, Soze, Andrews can discuss privately about the Cornwood, of course, can discuss privately what exactly it is that ranks should be what is the expectation for a sergeant? What is an expectation for a corporal if it exists? That's simple. Bingo.
Yeah, I'm for that.
Yeah. All right, so let's
Yeah, I'm down
get
for
out
that,
there.
and then we get. I'm down for that. We get a big meeting like that. We could get every position on the same page. Because I'll be real, I feel like it would just be silly for the LSPD and, you know, BCSO
Look,
to have
I'm telling you
different ranks and
guys, if
different
you
meetings.
just follow suit with what we're doing, it's going to be
I
huge.
get
It's gonna
that, but at
be
the same
great.
time, and listen, I get that, but at the same time, I mean, I'm kind of, I don't know about Malton, but I kind of think Malton, Bob, and I are in the same position where a sergeant should be command at least. I think that's the only difference
We
have
can
in our
discuss
visions.
that when it comes later
Exactly,
on.
we can discuss. Exactly, that's what I'm saying. As long as we can put a pin in that for now, we could have a discussion at that big meeting. We could bring it up there, and we could just whatever goes there, whatever flies there goes. You know what I mean?
Bingo.
Perfect. Yeah, then I'm completely
One-
good with.
Two more things, actually, just real quick. In regards to your interdepartment travel, starting back at the bottom, I agree. The only exception we might have is if someone was wanting to transfer, but the watch commander wanted them as a shift supervisor, because that kind of puts in a weird spot. But other than that, yeah.
But then that's going to be
booster-
basically people can transfer out for guaranteed promotions. That's not something I agree
But
with.
that's not something we're not saying like you want to transfer it. It has to be two conditions. That one, they want to transfer, which is something we handle, and then it has to be the watch commander wants them as a shift supervisor. Because we're not giving we're letting the watch commanders in shift 2 at least pick their own shift supervisors. So whether they want to transfer or not is relevant, right? The way we see it, they would be a shift supervisor regardless of the department. Well, I guess you would have to approve it if it's yours.
Listen, if you guys want to fill out your ranks a little bit early, that's on you guys. But I'm telling you, like, you should probably.
I mean, I think the only ones we're gonna fill out early is lieutenant. I think that's literally it.
Yeah. So I mean, listen. I'm not going to tell you guys what to do. All right, you guys are big boys. You can do your own shit. But just know that if you guys start doing shit like that, it's only going to cause discourse in every department because people are going to be like,
that's why I'm saying. I think.
Yeah,
you guys gotta be careful with that shit.
Hang on, real quick. No disrespect, but if we follow suit with you and you keep sounding that bullshit about BCSO number 1 LSPD just following in your footsteps, that's not exactly going to fly either. I understand
that's
that it's
funny,
just
though.
banter, but there's the optics of it all.
but you guys are following in the footsteps. I'm paving the way.
Not if we don't do what you're doing.
But then
what you're
that's
trying
but
to
that's
say,
fine.
do
That's
what
on
you're
you
doing,
guys.
But anyway, yeah, I think we're kind of on the same page. I don't think we're me, Bob, and
We
Mom
got
aren't
fucking
looking at-
problems here, boys? They do.
Oh,
do
hey,
we
what's
wanna
up,
use
Conan?
that Pred? What's going on?
Oh, nothing. We're just, talking about shit, making sure there's a new ranking structure
We're having
and
a
shit.
meeting.
Oh, it's okay. I'm a lieutenant now. What's going on?
I don't think you are.
I actually am.
Okay, well, this is a
No, this
Captain
is
Plus
not a
meeting, so could
lieutenant
you get
meeting,
out?
yeah.
It's okay. Pred here would love to have me
Pred?
by his side.
Here, Clarkson, why don't you just go downstairs and get us some coffee?
Oh, really? Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Looks like we're staying under the state then.
Uh,
See how
what-
it is.
what do you mean? Don't say under
Looks
the
like we're staying
state.
under the fucking state.
Don't
then.
say under the
Is that
fucking
how-
state.
That's how it's gonna be, huh?
What? I'm just
Okay.
thirsty. I'm just
Okay.
thirsty.
So we got hella ops here, huh? Okay. Just remember, gasoline goes on the outside of your fucking car now. You'll see. You're gonna be driving. All of a sudden, your shit's gonna blow up. Just fucking wait. Just fucking wait.
Okay.
This means war, Mr. Pred.
All right, and then
Well, anyway,
the
so
very
Okay.
I mean,
last thing-
he's a San Andreas Park Ranger. We really don't have to give a fuck about him, to be honest, Fred.
I mean,
Okay.
Fred might if he wants him back in his department, but
You
Well,
really
I-
want Conan in your department?
I like the Rangers a lot. Pin Zone is fucking
I do
incredible.
really
and
like-
people can
Doug
say
can
what
do
they want
really
about
good.
Clarkson, but when he's not being a fuckhead, he's actually a really good officer.
Yeah, but he's being a fuckhead like 85% of the time.
He only comes around about once in every 10 fucking days. It's fine.
Anyway, but yeah, no, I mean, I think we're all pretty much on the same page.
yeah, we all pretty are. It's just the fine details. The one last thing I'm gonna mention as a request. I'm not at your these meetings with you so often. I'll try to be at them more, but I think maybe it might flow a little better if maybe we do official announcements for the LSPD, BCSO. That is the mandatory portion. People can get out on patrol, respond to calls if they want, and then we open the floor to people who want to come up to the podium. Like make that part all optional.
Bingo. Yeah, everything's fine. Look, everything's gonna be
All right.
good.
Oh, hey, we've been, I've been
It's
making
new?
sure, I stayed up to make sure it ran a 2 a.m. meeting too.
Yeah, we've been.
I was at the
fucking
2
with
a.m.
I-
meeting.
Yeah, he was
Yeah, that's
there,
right.
there.
You showed up late. I forgot. Yeah, I'm probably gonna try to make sure either myself or Malton bleeds into 2 a.m. so we also have a meeting there.
I mean, it's nice having. Look, these meetings are important, and
Yeah,
like,
we've
I
been
think
doing
people
them,
are
we
excited about a
used
little
to-
bit of a
listen, we used to
shake-up.
We used to do meetings in shift 2 for like 6+ months every single day, roll call and meetings. So that's very much what I missed.
Gotcha. Yeah, yeah. So make it happen. I'm gonna get back out on patrol. Shit's been
Yeah,
busy.
we're-
Sounds
think
good.
we're
I'm
good
going
here.
42 because I'm sleeping.
All right, have a good one there, Johnny.
Yep.
Malton, you staying around or what are you doing?
Yeah, I'm sticking around.
All right, cool. Because LSPD needs their, you present. And
Yep.
then any ideas you get, we should really brainstorm. You know what I mean? There are communication channels.
Yeah.
This is new, so we gotta do it right. And that means
No, of
not
course.
letting people walk over us as a doormat to get like rankings and shit. That shit ain't gonna fly.
No, I completely agree.
Yep.
Oh, by the way, Fred.
What's
I
up?
think I just wanted to clear it up with you. The only reason I was pushing her for sergeant just so she could do raid warrants. I think I'm gonna just push for MCD supervisor.
Well, you
to
see,
do
for
raid
me,
warrants.
fucking. I mean, if that's what
No,
you
I
want,
see.
if that's what's in your department, then that's what's in your department. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm gonna have to just clear with Soze because that's the only thing is I need supervisors to be able to do warrants and shit like that.
Well, the thing is,
So I
there's
think if
gonna
they're
be so much.
MCD supervisors, they should be good to do.
There's gonna
raid
be
warrants.
more
I'm
high
just gonna
command
clear with
around, so
Soze.
they'll be able to take care of that if he doesn't approve it.
Yep, sounds good.
Catch you
I'm
later,
just trying to
man.
explain to you that's what.
Yeah,
yep,
yeah, I know
sounds
what you
good.
mean. I know what you mean. Have a good one. Have a good one, Johnny. I love you.
I'm going to bed. Love you too, Sheriff.
410 to 457.